Hello and welcome to another Moto video. In today's video we're going to be installing the high flow filtro to the NC750X. Okay, so welcome back to the channel. So what is a high flow filtro? So basically what it is a replacement air filter for the OEM air filter on the Honda NC750X. So now, if my memory serves me correctly, the intervals to replace on this bike is 12,000 miles. Now, I haven't done anywhere near that, but for full transparency, I have been sent this to fit and try on my NC, and I believe it is a significant upgrade on the OEM air filter that's fitted to the bike. Now, normally as a rule, like on my bikes, I've always fitted a K&N filter as an upgrade, but like I say, I was approached and asked to give these a go, and I'm more than happy to do so. So I've done a little bit of research online. The company was founded, I believe, in 1955. I should put links down in the description detailing all the details about the company. They supply filters to many race teams in different categories all over the world. So again, that gives me confidence that this is a top quality product, and you know, I'm more than happy to fit it to my bike. So so without further ado, let's crack on. This is the first time I've ever done this on the NC. I've done various filters and bits and pieces on other bikes, but on the NC this is the first time, so you know, I'm learning as well. So let's see how we crack on. I think it's fairly straightforward. There's just a few clips on the top of the bodywork and some Allen bolts to undo. So without further ado, let's move on to that and see how we fare. Right, so just bringing it a little bit closer. So I believe it's these Allen bolts here, here and here, and then the clips are right down at the front of this cowl area here. I think there's 4. So basically these are the little press stud ones, if you like. Now, just a word of warning, if you've never tried to remove these clips before, be very careful. Do not push too hard, because you'll push them right through and then they can disappear normally somewhere else within the bike, and they're very tiny and very hard to find. I always keep a spare of these, so you know, I have done it before. To be honest with you, I've only ever lost one, but yeah, they are a little bit fiddly, but yeah, so basically there's 4 of those clips, 4 of these Allen bolts, then this should lift up, and then I think we might have to remove the locking mechanism. So so basically let's proceed with this and then see what we're left with. Okay, so I've just brought the camera in a little bit closer, so I'm just using a small Allen key, hex key. It's very dark in here, but I'll do my best to show you. So just move the handlebar slightly, and then just push down. You hear a click. There we go, just like that. Don't push too hard, because like I say, you will, to coin a phrase, follow through. And the same on the last one here. So yes, I've done those 4 now, and I've undone 1, 2, 3, 4. So this should now, in theory, just lift straight up. So let's just straighten up the bars, and hopefully, hey presto, we should be able to remove that. Okay, so just to show you before we take the cover off, just lift these clips out, and there they are. Like I say, the inner, if you push too hard, like I say, they will fall through and disappear into the ether somewhere, never to be found again. So yeah, right, let's just remove the last clip, and then we can lift the cover off. Right, so as you can see, I've now removed the cover. Basically it just lifts straight up. You don't have to force it, it'll come off very, very easy. And as you can see now, we've exposed the airbox here. So now I believe we need to lift this mechanism out of the way to undo these screws here to get access to the airbox to then lift the filter out. So what I'll do, I'll just pop the camera down and see how we go about removing this mechanism. What I'd always recommend you do as well, if it's the first time you're doing a job, is always take photos step by step as well, and because it's quite easy to take things off and, you know, half hour, 40 minutes into the job is forget how it all went back together. So I think at this stage what I'm going to do is just take some pictures just for reference, so we know how everything all goes, just in case it's trickier than I think. I don't think it will be. I think it will be fairly straightforward, but I'd rather do that than not. So right, let's crack on. Okay, so the locking mechanism just rests on a little post in here. Hopefully you can see that. I have taken a photo and basically just tease that forward and then that will lift off. So then you have 4 more screws. One here, another one there, and then the same on the other side. So we've undone those. So hopefully now we'll be able to gain access to the air filter. So what I'll do is just pop the camera down again, because obviously it's difficult for me to do this one-handed, and then see if we can open up the airbox. So the only thing, like I say, you need to bear in mind is obviously you've got your cables and things like that for your locking mechanism, so don't pull anything too tight or anything like that. You know, there is room for, you know, for it to be moved around, so you know, you haven't got to force anything. So, but that's obviously one thing I would just bear in mind. Okay, quick update. Now, I've removed, I think that's like an air pressure sensor there in top of the airbox. Removed the screws, and I could see lower down there's more screws holding the side, well, the face or the back of the airbox in place. So what I've done is removed the internal panel in here, and hopefully you can see, let me just go and walk around the other side. Right, hopefully you can see there's screws further down on the airbox here. So what I'm going to do is undo those, and then hopefully then that will then lift out. There's 2 clips on the side as well, so I think that's all we need to do is to get that out. So it is pretty damn tricky, but like I say, I've never done one of these on here before, so yeah, I'm learning just as you are. So right, let's crack on, undo those screws, and then hopefully lift that airbox cover off. Right, as you can now see, the airbox is in 2 and the filter is now out. So basically, just to recap, so what you need to do is, once you've removed the top cover here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 screws at the top. Then you'll have to remove the inner cover to gain access to the lower screws. So you've got another 1, 2, 3, 4 screws lower down. What I'll do is I'll take photos of everything, close-ups, so you can see all of that. Then lift the locking mechanism up out of the way. I've used a bit of wire and tied it to the front lid just to keep it back out of the way, and what appears to be like an air sensor there as well. So there's 2 screws either side of that to undo that. So you would have thought we're good to go, but there's one big problem. Now, when I was sent the filter from the high flow Filtro guys, I'll be honest with you, I didn't open the box, and I've opened the box and it's the wrong filter. So what a nightmare. I've stripped it all down and I can't put the new filter in. I will get in touch with them. I am absolutely certain they will send me the right one, but I just wanted to be 100% transparent with you. Yeah, I've dropped the ball on this occasion, but these things happen. So let me show you the filter itself. So it's pretty good actually. So it's 2 years old. Like I say, there's two clips. I'll tell you what, let me put the camera down and I'll bring the filter up to the camera. Okay, right, so you have clips either side here. Again, you don't have to force them. And as you can see, there is the filter. So it looks pretty much brand new. There's a little bit of debris in there, but yeah, as you can see, it looked like it just left the factory yesterday. So, and then there's inside the airbox itself. So yeah, that's what was in there. I should have checked, to be honest with you, but these things happen. So that's what's the OEM. Now this is what I've been sent. Now there's nothing on here that says what it fits specifically, but the second I opened it up, I was like, oh, that's not fitting. So yeah, unfortunately I've been sent the wrong one, but like I say, I wanted to be 100% transparent with you. So what I'll do is I'll get in touch with the guys and girls at High Flow Filtro and get them to send me the correct one, and then I can finish the job. But nevertheless, so I don't think it's a wasted exercise. Like I say, over the winter I'm going to do loads of jobs on the NC, but I just wanted to be honest with you, really. So obviously want to get the new filter, fit that in place, and then reverse the process. So I think what I'll do, I'll end the video there. I shall leave the bike as is. There's no point in me putting it all back together. I'm not going out on it for a day or two. Get my replacement filter in the week, and basically just reverse the process of what we've done. So I think what we'll do is we'll just go for a recap. The Allen bolts either side and the little plastic clips to remove the outer bodywork. Lift that up, and then it's simply a case of removing a total of 8 screws on the airbox itself, and remove the air sensor, 2 screws holding that, and then 2 further screws holding the lock mechanism in place, securing that up out of the way as I've done, and then it just simply slides out. It's as easy as that. It is snug, but like I say, just take your time, don't rush. It's nothing has to be forced or anything like that. It will, if it doesn't come, then it's you've obviously missed a screw or missed a clip or something like that. So that's it. So yeah, right. So yeah, there we go. I think like I say, we'll end the video there. I do hope you found this video of interest and of use. A lot more videos coming up on the NC, jobs that we're going to do. We're going to be doing brake fluid change. I've got some new tyres going on, oil and filter change. I shall obviously finish off the air filter. Trying to think if there's anything else. Scott Oiler as well, that's coming. So lots to be done. So in terms of time, I think you're looking about an hour and a half job really on this, if you're just taking your time, not rushing. So yeah. So as always, I do hope you found this little video of interest and of use. Be very, very grateful for a like and a subscribe. Please do comment in the comment section below, and I do hope you can join me again in future videos. Thanks again for watching. Cheerio!